Just when I thought Porsha was the only one that was a little throwed off, I found out everybody in the family throwed off. From the grandma all the way down to the children around there. Let's get into it. Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video I'm here to discuss, no, not Love and Marriage, God. Porsha Family Matters, season whatever, episode 2, girl. I don't even know if it's Real Housewives or if it's Porsha Family Matters, but either way, let's get right into it. The episode opens up, Lauren meets Porsha for lunch. So they sit down, they eating lunch or having shots or whatever the case may be, and they're toasting because this is the last, or they're coming up on the last of the Porsha birthday festivities. I guess they have been celebrating either all month, all week, or whatever the case may be. Lauren opens up and tells Porsha that she told Dennis that he can come and he can bring a date. Now, Porsha goes, now why would you say that? And she goes, well, if you have your man, why do you care? Like, why is it an issue if he brings a date? Porsha responds, I'm not letting some random woman come to my house, put her feet under my dinner table with my man, and then she caught herself. Scratch that. What I meant was because I love my fiance. What I'm saying is, girl, Porsha, what are you saying? You just say you want your husband and your man. That's fine. Simon Goodabye, whatever his name is, probably ain't gonna marry you anyway, girl. Just say you want to have your cake and eat it too. And just move around, girl. Look. It's the denial for me. That's just basically what it is. Porsha, you know you still love Dennis. And Lauren even told her that. Lauren was like, look, Dennis says you still love him. She goes, that's a lie. I love my fiance. Okay, whatever. Lauren brought out something very important. She says everybody around Porsha are yes men, which is why Porsha thinks what she's doing is okay. And I can definitely see that. Because I have yet to hear somebody say, damn, Porsha, wait, slow down now, girl. Outside of Dennis, I have yet to see people say that. Everybody's enabling the bullshit. Now look, girl, you grown. Do what you want. Be with who you want. Take everybody's husband as far as I care, because I ain't got one. But what I will say is, you're setting yourself up for failure by having the people around you, the family around you, that's just so happy you marrying a millionaire. Alleged millionaire. That's what I heard. Quiet as it's kept. Lauren offers that they go on a retreat, on a spiritual retreat. Or whatever the case. No, she didn't even say it was spiritual yet. She just said, I think we should all go on a retreat. I think that would be something extremely good for us. Then she goes into Nate. So apparently Lauren's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend at the time, Nate, is not dealing with Lauren. Because he tells Lauren he don't really care for her being around Simon because you don't even know this dude. And you run around all up and around the place may be, and that dude feels like you don't need to go around there. Now, I respect that. As a man, especially if he's a man who cares about his woman, he don't want her around people that he don't know. Hell, Lauren, you even said you don't know him. Porsha doesn't really understand it. She says she does, but she doesn't understand it because Porsha's used to just hopping around really fast. Everybody don't move like that. And if he's a man that really cares about you, if he genuinely says this because you don't know him, then I say stick with him. But if he's just an old duck-ass nigga, then girl, drop him and find somebody else. Go give him one of Simon's cousins. At this point. But she starts to cry and basically says that Nate don't like Simon because everything that's been going on social media. And basically, again, his concerns about her not knowing Simon. Porsha gives in and feels bad and was like, I'm sorry that my life is affecting you. So you know what? We'll do the retreat just so we can get in a better spot. Now in my mind, I'm like, what the hell the retreat got to do with her not knowing your man? Anyway, let's move on. Dennis' mama and Pilar is down there at the doggone toy store. Little PJ, she is the cutest. So they in there shopping, girl, blowing the bag on PJ in the toy store. Dennis bring up the comment he left on that girl's social media and the backlash he received. So apparently Dennis got on there and said, dang girl, I forgot you was even engaged. Or something to the effect of that. And I guess he received backlash from it. He said he ended up calling Simon. I'm sorry. He said he ended up calling Simon to check on him to see if he was okay to apologize. He said that Simon was good. The mama was like, well, that's all you were supposed to do. He said he really was just trolling. Because the mom said, did you think that was going to be a good idea? He was like, nah, I was just trolling. And Dennis giving me very good troll vibes. Like, he just going to troll anyway. He said, but at the end of the day, she just got engaged a week ago. Shit, we was together 2 months ago. Dennis is trying to wrap his head around the timeline. He ain't never seen no woman move on like that. And this is the worst part. Men like Dennis move on like that all the time. I'm pretty positive of it. But see, the mind jab is he don't understand how she's able to just move along. And it's killing poor Dennis. Poor Dennis. Somebody go check on poor Dennis. So they asked if he thinks that she's truly in love or if she's moving too fast. Duh, she's just moving too fast. I feel like Porsha just want to hop from peen to peen. Dennis bring up her and Porsha's beef. Basically, Dennis said, look, my mama and Porsha been beefed out since the beginning. It's like 2 gnats flying around my ear. They even went and played a flashback, and I forgot that they had that beef. But basically, the mama was, one of the scenes was, do you want to be a baby mama or do you want to be a wife? And Porsha said, I'm already a fiance, so I don't understand. Oh, cleared. Approved and cleared. Okay. He says he feels some type of way because he can't bring no work to the barbecue. They go into the definition of what the hell work is. Work is a shorty or old lady or baddie or a thotty, but basically another female. He was like, he can't bring no work to the barbecue and it's not cool. The mama said it shouldn't be a problem for you to bring a date, which everybody is saying. And she said, that's wrong. And he said, I agree. And he was like, you should ask her. And she was like, I'll do it. And you know the mama ready for it. She don't care. So he ended up picking up the little play guitar girl singing the song saying, congratulations, Porsha. I said, this dude childish as hell. Let's move on. The day of the barbecue. Porsha grandma and all her cousins is down there at the house. Now, first of all, grandma, you look good. You look good. The grandma looked younger than her age. Her aunt looks younger than her age that was born the same year as her mom. Her mama looks young like that. They got good genes in that family. Porsha, you probably good in that area. You ain't gonna start looking old. But she's got a host of cousins and everybody sitting around talking about this whole thing. And Simon's at the door, girl, knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Goes my mind. And can't nobody answer the door, girl. So Simon just decides to let himself in. He meet all the cousins and say he feel like he's welcome, that he hasn't had no issue. Simon, you only met the people once. What you mean you feel like you're welcome? We don't even know these people. But he did acknowledge that this is recent. So Lauren is upstairs with Porsha. She gives her a certificate. And basically she was like, I got a gift, come over. So she calls this, FaceTimes this lady. And it was this Caucasian lady. I want to say if she's not Caucasian, she's close to it. And basically, on the FaceTime, tell Porsha that this is going to be your spiritual advisor. I want you to have this spiritual therapy. And Porsha was just sitting there like, oh, thank you. So the lady was like, oh my God, I can't wait to work with you. It's going to be amazing. Everything's going to be great. And I'm just sitting up here saying, bitch, what you trying to say? Like, what are you trying to say? So when she hung up the phone, Porsha go, why you felt like that was a good gift for me? And Lauren explains in her confessional that, you know, she seeked a lot of healing from her spiritual therapy and she wants all her family and everybody to heal. So this is where she introduces that therapy to the retreat. She was like, I really think it would be great if this lady comes down to the retreat and just help all the women get past all the stuff and go into healing. Cool. I am not prejudiced. But I just feel like certain things, especially when it comes to therapy, if you're not having a therapist who doesn't fully understand you, your plight, and the things you go through, how can they truly heal you? Is that bad? No, it's not bad. And I don't care if nobody say it is, because it's not bad. You need to be dealing with therapy with people of like mind. Period. Now, granted, if you can get a woman who's not African American and you're African American, that's fine, but at least you have a woman. I'm just saying in this sense, when we're talking about Black American women's females' spiritual health, I feel like a lady who looked more like us would be more appropriate. Or not even appropriate. I think it would be more helpful. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Say what you want. I don't care. Lauren also reminds us that she quit Go Naked Hair with Porsha. She don't work for Porsha in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And I'm with you, Lauren. Because that's when she brought up the yes men. Lauren was just like, ain't nobody around her gonna tell her the truth. But see, I don't work for her no more, so I'm about to tell her. Come on, Lauren, give her the tea. Because that's how you gotta be. She basically, like, the whole family is just yes men. And we about to see as we move on. So we moving forward. Simon down there meeting all the cousins and all that, and they was asking if you gonna keep this wife. Simon was just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this wife. Porsha comes downstairs and they go on to the yard for the party. The cousin asked Lauren about her meeting with Dennis. Now I forgot the cousin name, the thick one, but she was asking Lauren about her meeting with Dennis, and Dennis was like, Dennis. Lauren said we had the meeting, and honestly, I invited him to bring a date. The cousin goes, you think that was a good idea? And she was just like, yeah, probably not, but I did it. It is what it is. I love new Lauren. Lauren don't have no F's to give. I'm with it. So the cousin is just freaking out because she feels like her having him invite somebody is going to be bad. Well, you know what? If it is, it is. You got this new man you just met a day ago, 3 days ago, and we meeting him. Let's meet one of Dennis's works. You cheeky. I'm sorry, you cheeky. Anyway. That Dennis pulls up. When Dennis pulls up, he actually hasn't bought a date. He bought his mom and he brought PJ. See, Dennis is a cool dude. He ain't worth a dime now because I heard all that cheating he was out there doing. But he all right. He's all right. So Dennis pulls up with the mom and the grandma. The mom and his daughter. And he sits down. The cousin actually gets up and says that Dennis knows everybody. He made a good effort to meet everyone, but Dennis done did some shit to the family. I don't know if Dennis done cut somebody out or if Dennis done told them all to mind their goddamn business and not everybody just frowning their nose up at Dennis, but whatever it was, they were sitting there going. And I really believe they took this time to big up Simon to make Dennis feel bad, because in he goes to the next scene, girl. Cousin Storm brings up the fact that she feels like Porsha is in a good relationship because she's never reacted with anyone else like this before. This opens up the can of worms. Child, first of all, you just been around them a few times. How you know? I'm just saying. So, Lauren basically gets in her confessional and say what I was thinking. Basically, Simon is the new toy, and they just they want to put Dennis down and go play with the new toy. Everybody over there praising Dennis like he ain't got no wife. Like Porsha ain't take that lady husband. I'm confused as to how and why we forgetting about that. Before Grandma jumps in, because I just so urgently want to get to her, they start talking about co-parenting. And Simon actually gives Dennis a big up and says, look, co-parenting, I've been in a lot of those situations, but it's so great, it's so much greater because of this dude down here. And he was just like, shout out to you. Everybody's just like, oh, that's sweet. And here come the grandma. Yeah, it's like that because both of y'all are real men. And I was just like, okay, grandma, that ain't bad. And then she goes on to the next. But you see, because grandma wants to be messy too. The grandma asks, so are you not sharing wives this time? Simon says, no, he not sharing no wives, which we have yet to see. We got to wait to see that. And she goes on this diatribe and this monologue about how basically Simon is a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. And I'm sitting here going, ain't he still married? Like, what are we doing? All of a sudden, it switches to her down there telling Dennis that you was a playboy. And I know because I got a son like that. And men gonna be men. And baby, Dennis' Mama Gina jumped up and said, the lies you tell, you won't tell them here. First of all, you not about to play with my son. Now, granted, Miss Gina, your son wasn't worth a dime when they was together. However, like she said in her confessionals, baby, ain't he the one still married to this day? And y'all gonna sit up here and down my son? Grandma get up and say, let me come walk down there because I want to get closer to you because I want you to know what I'm saying. Mama Gina wasn't having it. Mama Gina said he is still a married man. Simon we talking about. And what y'all will not do is sit out here and just make my son out to be like this horrible person, like as if Porsha not with somebody's husband. And I felt her on that. Mama and Grandma go back and forth. And then again, she mentions that Simon is a worse situation than Dennis because he's still a married man. Dennis said, you know what? Because everybody around there crying, girl. Dennis like, what the hell? We had a repast. Dennis was like, let's make a toast. Dennis makes a toast. So toasting to Porsha and Simon and to kind of break up the bull crap. And I was just like, I'm glad you did that, Dennis, because this was about to get real ugly. Let's move on. Porsha is working on Dish Nation. Lauren invited Liz to the retreat, or the Aunt Liz, that's Portia's mom, Portia's aunt, I'm sorry, on her mother's side. And then Simon talked to his friends about Porsha and everything and how everything's going. And then Portia's up there with Lauren looking for an outfit to go meet Dennis. Okay, Porsha and Dennis is going to meet, I guess, to talk about co-parenting. So they're going through outfits. Porsha don't want to pull nothing out too sexy to be any suggestive. She basically wants to go to focus strictly on Pilar and strictly on their co-parenting. Girl, she put out this dress she said Simon bought. Girl, the dress looked like a muumuu. Lauren said, you think he bought this to hide my curves? Probably. He probably said, you showing too much now, girl. You know how the men get. But she puts that on. So Porsha pulls up to Fogo the Child. My favorite, by the way. Porsha pulls up to Fogo. Dennis is already sitting there. As soon as she walks up, she goes, so you're not going to pull out my chair? And Dennis was like, for what? Don't you have a man? What I got to pull out your chair for? And she did give a good response. She said, because you are a man. Amen. I'm not going to lie. You got to be a gentleman regardless if it's your woman, your wife, your friends, or whatever. It's to everybody. That's what a true gentleman does. Porsha brings up the fact that Dennis has been supportive throughout the relationship. Dennis responded and said, yes, I've been supportive throughout the relationship publicly, but privately, you tripping. Privately, you out here looking crazy as hell. You look like you stealing people, man. You look a hot ass mess. And I would just tell you straight up. Now, she's surprised. I can't believe it because before he's always been so supportive. Like he said, as a man, I did what I needed to do to be supportive to my mother, the mother of my child. To make sure that everything is cohesive. But behind closed doors, I gotta call you on your shit, girl. You doing too much. Dennis basically brings up the fact that they just broke up in January. And she goes, no, it was after Christmas. I'm thinking, well, damn, ain't but 5-6 days after Christmas. But semantics, whatever. And she gives her timeline and she said, Dennis didn't bring the ring for Christmas. And so since he didn't bring the ring for Christmas, she ended up messing with Simon or meeting Simon or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, y'all literally just said the same thing. I was confused about that. Dennis tells her, look, I know you. He said, and she says, listen, we will still be together if you didn't cheat. He says, you still on that. And she says, she don't want to worry about her man cheating with younger women. Because basically, I guess that's what Dennis was doing. Dennis was out there sowing his royal oats with the younger gals. And Porsha says she don't want to have to worry about her man cheating on her with younger women. And I'm sitting here saying, girl, wait till Simon start cheating on you with the younger women. Girl, what do you think this is? You feel like you moved from one thing to the next and made it better, but you didn't, girl. If he could just jump into something with you like that, what makes you think he wouldn't jump into something else? Like, we got to be honest with ourselves now. I don't know. I understand truth. But, you know, she's a little naive. No, I ain't going to say naive. Porsha, 40 years old, 41 years old. She ain't naive. Porsha doing what she want to do. But I just don't want her to feel like, or put it out there like Simon is a better situation. He's already told you his grandpa and everybody in the had 85 wives. You about to be number 55 too. So don't even do it. She said Simon treats her like a queen. She said he wanted to make me his wife and he made it happen. Now, look, when you're right, you're right. And then I feel her on that. He's a man. He said, I wanted you to be my wife, and he made that happen. So in that sense, I gotta agree with Porsha on that. Dennis, you dropped the ball. That girl was running back and forth with you, trying to get the ring. You didn't want to bring the ring. The ring didn't mean a thing. And she just got tired and through. Now, granted, it was 24 hours after you denied her the last time, but either way, she got tired. She was like, I'm done. I'm not doing that. So either way, Dennis don't like that shit. Dennis just jumps up in the middle of the conversation and was just like, so she goes, oh, you ready to go? My bad. So he walks her out the door. As they get outside, he gets a ping to his phone, and it's I guess a nude or something of the sort. Porsha was like, you childish as hell. You want to pull up a nude because I'm standing right here. You childish. He's like, no, I'm not. Where your hoopty at? She pulls up in that brand new nice-ass Mercedes, gets in the car, and she immediately calls Simon. Simon asked her how the dinner went. Was it good? And she says, no, I feel like maybe I moved too fast and didn't give people enough time to adjust. Simon agrees. Simon was like, listen, this got to be tough for Dennis. I would feel the same way. So yeah, you probably are moving too fast in that aspect, and you need to respect that everybody's not where you are. She even admitted it. So, and she understands now that she sees that just because she has moved on doesn't mean everybody around her has moved on just as fast. So I thought that was good for Simon to be a voice of reason when it came down to that. Simon is very nice and very sweet and very optimistic and says, I'm confident we can get through anything. I don't know why this dog, Simon ain't worth nothing as far as morality. Now, I ain't gonna say that, but I don't know why. For some odd reason, Simon just say the right thing. Cause I was just like, dang, that's true. I see why I put no, because Porsha pursued him. Simon know how to say the right things. That's all I'm gonna say. Lauren arrived to the doggone spiritual thing. Girl, we down here at the spiritual thing. Lauren arrives first. She's excited that her family is coming. Child, this is the retreat, I believe. Porsha, her cousin, everybody show up, girl. But I think it's Lauren's aunt on her dad's side. She shows up. Did I write her name down? Aunt Liz. Girl, Aunt Liz arrives. Aunt Liz is the typical old black auntie in our families that everybody know that has been like very knowledgeable, very intelligent, but very, very spiritual and religious. Aunt Liz arrives. Apparently, Aunt Liz want to be a shaman too. She's been studying for the past 3 years. Girl, if the lady asks all of them to state their intentions. Everybody states their intention. Porsha says that her intention was for PJ to have a productive family, environment, basically having a man and all that stuff. But she kind of wants to shift her intentions. Girl, all of a sudden, the shaman says we need to usher in the ancestors. Now, remember, the shaman not even black. So in my mind, I'm like, girl, who ancestors you ushering in? Because I'm pretty sure you don't know the number to dial up mine. But neither here nor there. She pulls out the drum and they go to beating. Aunt Liz ain't having this shit. Aunt Liz is sitting up there hollering, this heifer don't know us. She don't know nothing about black women to be ushering in no ancestors. You gotta be careful with who they ushering in. And I'm with you, Aunt Liz. You do have to be careful. So girl, she over there beating on the drum. Everybody. And they beating on the drum. And I'm just sitting here. Aunt Liz got one eye open. Girl, as soon as the lady started beating on the drum, Aunt Liz decided to go into a spiritual gospel music song. Because Aunt Liz said, we got to make sure we ushering in the right people. So let me call in my ancestors. I got the direct line to the ancestors. Let me call them around here just in case something go crazy. Because like Aunt Liz said, I feel a vibe all right, but it ain't a good one. Come on now, Aunt Liz, with the protection, calling up the ancestors. Aunt Liz wasn't having it. I don't blame Aunt Liz. Let's move on. Porsha meet Mama Dennis for dinner or lunch or whatever the case may be. Miss Gina. I don't know why I call that lady Mama Dennis, but Miss Gina. Porsha meets Miss Gina. Okay. She sits down and she's asking, hey, did you notice the shirt? And Miss Gina go, yeah, I noticed it. Miss Gina ain't remember the shirt. She said, you bought this for me. She goes, oh, for Mother's Day. That's when I think she caught on. So, okay, they go to order food. And Miss Gina ordered some wings, some lemon pepper wings. I don't know what kind of wings it was. And Porsha said with extra garlic. You know you don't like garlic. You're allergic to it. So extra garlic. I was like, now Porsha, you wonder why this lady be giving it to you every time she get a chance. So Porsha brings up the fact that now PJ Pilar is running around the house going, hey, cheers, because she was picked up on them doing it at the barbecue. Miss Gina says them children pick up on everything. That's why you got to be cautious of what you do around your children. Well, this opens another door right there. Mama Gina says Mama Gina asked Porsha, why your grandma felt the need to get up there and try to bash my son at this barbecue. We don't need them to forget why they broke up. And baby, Porsha goes, well, first off, I wanted to say I didn't appreciate, you going back and forth with my grandmother. My grandmother is older. And Miss Gina said, well, she brought it up. AKA Miss Gina said her old ass come mumbling down the doggone aisle to come sit down there to tell me my son ain't shit and I ain't here for it. Period, poo. So they going back and forth. basically because she's just feeling like the grandma don't want them to forget why they break up. And she told Porsha, look, you did some things too. Don't make it seem like it was just on my son. You was outside wilding too. And she told Porsha, you need to apologize. Because I guess when Porsha was speaking, she said some big ass or something. And she goes, I don't curse. I don't appreciate nobody cursing around me. You need to apologize. Porsha goes to apologize. And she was like, oh, you're going to apologize. I'm like, wait, Miss Gina, didn't you just ask the lady to apologize? Now, come on now, Miss Gina. Come on now. You got to be crazy. So after Porsha apologizes, she basically told her check her tone with her grandmother. And Miss Gina says, well, you know, I didn't like that your grandma brought that up. And quiet as it's kept and truth on the street is, you was cheating on Dennis too. Why she ain't put that out there? And Porsha goes, that's a lie. And Miss Gina said, no, that's another lie because your mama, Miss Diane, told me or insinuated that you was cheating on Dennis crazy ass too. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that was probably a situation where if she was cheating, she was cheating back. And y'all know I'm pro cheat back. Do what you gotta do. But I ain't gonna lie to Miss Gina. Don't make it seem like Porsha started wilding out first and then that's what made Dennis go wild out. No, Dennis was wilding out. That's why Porsha, if she did, if it's true, because Porsha denies it and said her mama would never say that. But I'm like, well, ask your mama first. But if it is true, then fine. Dennis was already out here with all his works. What are we talking about? Like, I didn't understand. She invites her on their retreat, or on their trip to Mexico. Was it it was the retreat. She invited her somewhere they going. And first, Miss Gina was just like, but after Porsha explained that she wants them to go out there because she feels like it's a way for healing, they still family, they gonna always be family. Miss Gina went on and accepted and they toasted to it. Now listen, girl, my thing is this. Porsha, your family are probably some of the reasons why you got all this stuff going on, girl. Nobody's sitting down telling you out of pocket, and you ain't gonna listen to Dennis. And Lauren feel like she getting there to tell you, and I hope she does, but I don't think it's gonna affect anything because you gonna do what you want to do, as you should. But you are looking crazy out here in these streets. But I will say this: for the type of coin you getting, I would have took that lady husband too. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of Porsha Family Matters, Family Values, Family is the goddamn crazy. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you hoes later. Bye.